Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rissa and this is Arissa Art, and welcome to the Carnival of ColourArte spring event. And I am super excited to be a part of this event. I am working on a hexagon canvas. Let me see how big this is. Does it say? It's 12 by 14. However, I am obviously not working on the business end. I'm working on the back because I want to make a galaxy today. That's a little deep. And I am going to use my ColourArte primary elements as alcohol inks in this one. And I am excited, to say the least. I have gotten a few colors chosen right now. This one right here is the London Blue. I was just testing it to see how it'll work out on here. And then I'm also going to use the Cupid's Crush, the Interference Green, the Hydrangea, and do I want another one? On this level, on this layer, I should say, just those. I already have my London Blue mixed up. I'm gonna mix up my other three colors in front of the camera here. I have these little needle tip bottles that I'm gonna use. And I've got a little funnel right here. So all I'm gonna do is throw some color in the funnel, tamp it through, and then pour some 99% alcohol in the bottle along with it, just to dissolve it and make it more of an alcohol ink consistency. Even though it's not alcohol ink, it won't turn into alcohol ink, so don't think that you can use it as alcohol inks in their traditional form. However, I did make some really cool cabochons in a mold. This is using the London Blue and a little gold. This one's the London Blue, a little gold, and then another color. They're kind of cool. I like that quite a bit. But anyway, I have my canvas on my O'Hader glass heat mat, which I am super excited about. However, my heat is not on yet. I don't want to heat up this while I'm pouring my alcohol right now, even though it's not going to explode or anything. I just don't want it to evaporate any faster. I'm going to put just a little more of the hydrangea in there, just so I make sure I have enough for all the layers of resin. And then to clear it, I'm just going to use my alcohol to clear my funnel. Just like, whoop, that was a lot more than I wanted to, but that's okay. Just dump a little bit of the alcohol out because it's still on top. That way I can stir it or shake it. And bottle that so I don't spill. That is my hydrangea. I'll shake them all right before I use them. And in order to clear out my funnel, I just use a little paper towel just to clean it out a bit. Let me get my alcohol off my board. The board is painted with Oxide Black by, what's his face? Amsterdam. Okay, so let's do our next color. Because you always have to shake it right before you use it. Let me get that one out of your way, and then my Interference Green. I do want to do a gold. Oh, that's a sad amount of Interference Green left. I don't have any more. Let's see, what shall we do? So I am actually going to use, I know I have it, my Splendor in the Grass. I decided I want a bright green in here. So Splendor in the Grass it is. Alrighty, so in order to start off fresh, I'm just gonna use my heat gun to evaporate this alcohol. Sorry, it's all twisted. There we go. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop some pigment. I will start off with my London. So you wanna shake it, and I'm gonna drop it all in a line here. And then I'm spraying it with the alcohol to give it a puddle around it, and then move it. And I'll speed this up after the first couple of ones. Okay, I really, really, really love the hydrangea. The splendor in the grass is gorgeous. This Cupid's Crush, I want to change it a little bit. I'm going to grab another bottle that I have mixed up on this desk somewhere. Oh, there's so much stuff on this desk. All right, so love this first layer. I'm going to close all these. Largely, this first layer will be covered up. However, I don't want to risk having the dried primary elements, because that's what you're left with when you use this. They're dried primary elements. I don't want to risk having it come up into my resin. So what I was saying is, what I'm going to do to make sure that this stays where I put it is I'm going to use my Minwax polyacrylic gloss, clear gloss. I'm not going to do it on my heat mat because I don't want it on there, but I'm just going to give it a quick light coat. I will let that dry overnight, and I'll come and do a layer of resin on top of it. All right, I will be back tomorrow. Bye. All right, you guys, this is the next morning, and this is all dry. I love how it's turned out. I have it again on my heat mat, and I've mixed up some of my Tea Expert resin. And so I'm going to color it. I want it definitely transparent because I don't want to lose the effect that I put in this. But everybody seems to be, people search for this great micas and everything. For my black mica, I don't like black micas sometimes because they're a little too pearly for me. So what I use instead is graphite powder. This is a graphite powder I found on Amazon. I've used it many, many times. It looks a little pearlier in the jar than it is, which I appreciate because I want black when I want black. So I have graphite powder here that I will use. And why am I closing it? So I'm just going to put a little bit of a scoop of that in here, not a lot, because again, transparent is important. So right now I'm going to start with just about a half a teaspoon. This stuff goes a long, long way, and I appreciate it so much. And it melts into your resin super well, like that. But see, it's definitely transparent still. So that's actually a great amount. Just a touch more, like literally a little tiny bit more. So that's the black. And then for my sparkle component, I'm going to use, I debated about whether using silver or black glitter, and I decided on the silver. This is the Extra Fine Recollections glitter in Bling from Michaels, a well-loved bottle, as you can see. So that's that layer. And then I do want a little bit of color in there, so I did mix another bottle of my Blingits, and this is the Interference Violet. Ooh. So I'm just going to add a drop in the resin right now, and just do drop by drop until I get what I want, or 3 drops by 3 drops, it seems. All right, so I'm going to stir this. I'm going to pour this in, and I'm going to pour not all of it first, obviously, because I want a thin layer so I can see my underside here. I'm going to pour a little bit of this in. And then I'm going to blow it around a bit.
Rock on.
So this has been about an hour since I stopped fiddling with it. 45 minutes actually, and it is firm enough for me to be able to touch without disrupting it. Not obviously fully cured. And so I mixed up a little bit more of my Tea Expert resin. Now it's time for your secret phrase. And your secret phrase is Carnival of Colours. Again, that is Carnival of Colours. My little planet thingies are solid enough for me to trim and put in. I want this layer. Oh, also I wanted some gold, interference gold and interference green. I am out of both of my bling at interference gold and interference greens. So what I have is pixie dust primary elements and Guatemalan green primary elements. So I'll put those in this layer because they have an interference component to them, which is just as good sometimes. All right. Sorry, I'm just fixing stuff back there. Yeah. And I actually don't think I'm gonna add any of the glitter to this, the silver glitter to this part, just so it doesn't look like there. So I want some deep sparkle and then some top sparkle, but I don't want it in every single layer necessarily, if that makes sense. And so rather than putting my pixie dust in here, because I don't want this to turn green, I'm gonna put my Guatemalan green a little bit in here. But you see how it has a green component to it? That's what I wanted. Just a little bit. A couple more squirts, and then I'll put it on top like I did with the last layer. And I'm gonna pour from high into this glitter component, this glitter part, so it can disperse it a bit. All right, I'm gonna be done with this layer. I'm gonna throw in a couple of pieces of my metal. I know I'm gonna need to bury these deeper. I think the one on top, I'll let it be, since I'm gonna bury this one first, I think. Oops. It'll be under this big, lovely cover that it comes with. And then I will see you guys when I get home from work. Bye. All right, time for my final layer. And for this layer, I actually don't want any true sparkle in it. I'm not going to use any of my ColourArte. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want sparkle. I don't want sparkle in the actual cup. So I'm just going to use Let's Resin Black with a little bit of Let's Resin Purple, just to get a very transparent top layer. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops in there of the black, and then a drop of the purple. And with the purple, I'm not going to stir it in fully. Just so I can have some streakiness to it. So it looks so much darker in the cup than it is, and that's what I want. I'll put a little bit more in there though. That is completely stirred in. So now I'm going to add 3 drops of the black and probably 3 drops of the purple, and just move it around. Before that, so it's not like it's not that I don't want any sparkle in it, I just don't want any in the cup. So what I'll do with my pigments, my primary elements, is I'm going to drop them on the board and pour, sorry, I have a little piece of resin right there. I'm trying to drop them on the board and just pour the resin in on top of it. Its thing, I'm gonna let that cure, and then I'll come back and show you the final result. All right, I will be back after work. Bye. All right, guys, I wanted to take you outside to show you the final result. This is it in the sun. Let me see if I can change it and show you it in the shadow. I am super, super happy with how this turned out. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our collaboration, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.